And now, the Android Basics segment. This is a segment where we discuss the things that power your device from behind the scenes. And now, here's this week's episode, Android Basics. We move on now to the main theme, and that's the Android Basics. And today we're talking about shipping trackers. This is a wonderful time of the year, as we indicated, it's shopping time. Whether you like Amazon or not, and you like Black Friday, you like Christmas, you don't like Christmas, or whatever. This time of year is a time whereby we buy all sorts of things online. Cyber Monday coming up this Monday as well. And so it's all that buying time. People are buying stuff for family, buying stuff for yourself. John, you're buying a lot of stuff for yourself. I know you're the Amazon king, and I like my eBay and all of that. I love Amazon as well. I can't believe I've purchased a few myself already, and I'll be talking about those things when they get here on our Telegram group. But this is that time of the year when we spend money that sometimes we don't have, and yet we still go out and make those purchases. Now, the question is, does one necessarily need a shipping tracker in 2025? What are some of the pitfalls of having a shipping tracker? For me, though, I'm looking at a shipping tracker as another data harvesting project, because you're sharing your information, your email, your address, your phone number, all of that good stuff. The merchant seller, or wherever it is that you bought the merchandise from, or the store that you got the stuff from, already have your address. For example, Amazon, I'm looking at you. eBay, I'm looking at you. Or using Google or whatever, they already have your address. And now you want to add another shipping tracker that's going to access that information. And so I don't know, guys, let's kind of see what you think. Karine, what do you think about shipping trackers? Are you willing to have a third-party shipping tracker, or is it good enough for you to simply let that store that you got the stuff manage your address? Or how is it that it's so necessary to add another party to the mix?
Well, personally, I don't use online shopping so much these days. So for this reason, I'm not into all of this currently. But I don't think, a shipping tracker is something that we really need. Well, when I had to work with AliExpress to get to purchase stuff, I used to check the tracking through their website. I mean, the seller has like a website. You can just enter the link and it's fine. So I don't think that there is any need for anything additional.
So that's my thinking, because, for example, I have purchased stuff from AliExpress in the past. I actually purchased a lot of stuff from AliExpress. The Alcatel and the Alcatel, phones back like in 2017, 2018, and things like that. But I didn't see the need of using another tracker to track it, because they would let me know when that would be. And so, but like I indicated, I use Amazon and eBay. Sally, how about you? Do you use another shipping tracker, or do you think it's necessary to add another shipping tracker to the ones that you're already using? For example, if you're buying something from Amazon, or buying something from eBay or AliExpress, or some other online shopping place in Turkey.
Yeah, I'm a really shopping guy. At least this week I made 4 orders. Like, just to look good, you need to maintain this. You know what I mean? So,
And especially when there's a news quiz
yeah,
in town. I know where you're going. You kind of try to leave a little bit of an impression. What a good guy,
exactly that.
So tell me about it.
So, I mean, yeah, I love shopping online and I love tracking it. But what happens is I tried some of those shopping tracker apps. What happens is whatever you get from the website, they give you the same info, nothing more, nothing less. So and it's not really convenient in my opinion. Like, they ask you money for subscribing to track your pack. Like, items, and then you need to have them one by one. You need to have them manually. They don't connect your account. Some of them they don't connect your account. Some of them they do, but still they ask for a subscription. I don't believe that I would pay for such an app. What I do is, like, if I'm ordering from Amazon, if I'm ordering from any others, all I do is just go into their website or using their mobile app, because they also send push notifications when there is another action in your order, like when it's placed, when it's going to your city, when it's going to be delivered to your house. They already send you notifications. So I don't really think that we need extra gateways or shopping tracking. I really love shopping, but they're just trying to make use of that. We love shopping. Like, we shop from different websites, and they ask if you want to track your orders, you gotta subscribe. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, so I definitely will. You know me with subscriptions. I only subscribe to those things that matter. I don't think I'll ever subscribe to a shipping tracker because, for example, like I indicated earlier on, I'm actually sharing my information with you, and you want me to pay you for getting my information. Hell, it's not going to happen. Excuse my Espanol there, but like you indicated yesterday, I saw like Amazon was telling me my stuff was on the way and all of that. And I also got something from eBay, and I clicked on it to track it directly on eBay, and actually it worked. It shows me where it was. It was Living Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, or someplace there in Tennessee. And it's going to be here on the 1st of this December. So it's really interesting. I know back then, let's say maybe 2015, 2016, somewhere in there, probably a shipping tracker was necessary and all of that, because it was just like the infancy of all of these things. A lot of places didn't have like all the tracking. You have to kind of copy it and go to UPS or go to FedEx or whatever other shipping tracking sites there are out there. But nowadays, as you indicated, Sally, the store that you got it from, using that Amazon and eBay, for example, send you those notifications. So I truly don't know. John, how about you? You're the Amazon king. How do you feel about these third-party shipping trackers?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm the Amazon king, at least not this year. I haven't bought much. Well, I bought a lot of stuff for the Christmas lights outside. But yeah, the way I see it, I'm not so concerned about privacy and giving out my information. I don't worry about that stuff, but there's really no advantage in my opinion. Like, the apps I use are pretty accessible. If there were accessibility issues in a lot of apps and I could just get one app to have all my tracking in one place and be accessible, then it might be worth it for me. But I mean, the way I do it is, like you said, Amazon, they track it themselves. They actually ship it themselves around here. Like, I rarely get deliveries from, like, if I order something on Amazon, Amazon delivers it. It's not UPS, it's not USPS, it's just Amazon. So really, I have to use the app to track it. And then for everything else, I either use the service or I use, I have all the apps on my phone. I have the FedEx app, I have UPS, I have USPS, and they're all accessible enough to figure out what you need to figure out. For me, I sell a lot of stuff too. It's not just buying, and I need to track that as well. So that's why I have FedEx and USPS and UPS, because you can schedule pickups and pay for shipping labels through there and track stuff through there. And they're, like I said, they're accessible enough. So I kind of just go to what app I need the information from at the time. And like Sally pointed out, the retailers and these third-party apps, they're just getting the information from the source anyway. So if that app is accessible, why not just use that app? So yeah, that's how I usually take care of it. And I also have just notifications set up. Like, I'll get a message from UPS or FedEx if something's out for delivery. Like, it's just a text message. Like, I have notifications and text messages coming, so I don't really have to check it that often. Like I said, when what I track the most is something I've shipped, just to make sure it's gotten where it's supposed to go.
It totally makes sense, John. Definitely, if you're a seller, you need those shipping trackers, especially the most widely used ones. For example, you mentioned UPS and FedEx and all of that, and maybe even USPS, United States Postal Services, for example. So definitely, if you're selling things, it makes sense to have that, because the shipment is done through those guys. But if you're just a consumer like me that is only buying but not selling, I don't think it's necessary to have a shipping tracker. I mean, you can have it if you want, but I personally wouldn't use it. Years ago, John, I used to sell on eBay, and I think I sold quite a bit on there. But then I haven't done so in like maybe more than 10 years. So I no longer sell anything on eBay or Swapper or whatever, those sites that people sell things on there. I only buy, and eBay used to be my biggest place to buy and all of that. It still is to some degree. However, I'm buying more and more from Amazon, most especially this time of year, because it comes faster than eBay does for some reason. Amazon, like you indicated, you got Amazon drivers bringing it direct, and then sometimes the USPS, and other times the I think those are the only two that bring stuff to my area. Is either USPS, even if I order on Amazon, sometimes it's from USPS, and other times it's an actual Amazon guy that brings it. So yeah, it makes sense for me that if you're a seller, you need to have third-party shipping trackers, because you want to know when it gets there, and all of that, printing labels, and also scheduling them to come pick up, most especially if you're blind and you're not driving out there. It makes sense to have those things. So it totally makes sense to me.
Yeah, and I'm loving the new AI descriptions in my Nest notifications. So like, I'll actually, instead of just saying a person was detected at the front door, it will literally say like the Amazon delivery person dropped off packages, or the FedEx person dropped off packages, and then I'll know what packages were delivered, or I'll have a good idea which packages are out there.
Yeah, I'm really liking that Nest thing. Prior, I didn't have the familiar face or face recognition enabled in mind, because I didn't want to pay. But now that I have it, El Freebo, because I have, is it because I have a Pixel phone? I don't remember which one, or Gemini, or whatever.
It's because you have Gemini. They used to call it Gemini Advanced. I think they call it, what do they call it? Gemini Pro now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a free year with your Pixel, and that's why.
Okay. So I see that we now have that. And so I'm actually liking it, because now I know who's coming in, and also it saves it for a longer period, because prior to now, mine was only like for 3 hours and I couldn't access it anymore. But so now it's nice to know that even 24 hours later, I could still see what happened. So that's really nice. So that would be what our take is on the shipping tracking thing, guys. So we'd love to hear from you guys, either on our email, or most especially leave comments about this, whether or not we missed the boat, or whatever your thinking is regarding shipping trackers. We would love to hear from you as to what side of the matter you come down on, whether you think that shipping trackers are necessary in 2025, or whether we don't need them. Like, I think we don't need them, but as I indicated, like John made clear, if you're a seller, definitely you need those things.